He declines the option, according to Bobby Marks. I'll start with you, Keith. What does this mean for Kawhi's future in LA?
It means nothing other than signing that extension for 4 years. Why even think about leaving and going anywhere else? I mean, you had the short stop in Toronto. You won the championship, but you put this team together essentially in Los Angeles with the Clippers. You went out and got Paul George. You were part of the decision-making to move on from Glenn Rivers, who was Doc once upon a time, but now wants to be called Glenn. You decided to say, hey, we want to move on from this, and you're important to the city. This is what you wanted to do. So talking about leaving or going somewhere else just makes zero sense. Plus, Ballmer's not going to allow that to happen. He's going to do everything within his power, along with Ty Lue, to keep the top player on their team. Why wouldn't you?
Damn. Doc goes 10 deep in the playoffs instead of shortening the rotation, and Key took his PhD away.
He the one said he wanted to be referred to as Glenn Rivers. So I'm trying my best
being
respectful. To say Glenn Rivers and not Doc.
That's
got to win another championship. Then it's back to Doc.
That's going to be hard to break, though, because we've been calling him that for so many years. But yes, we will.
This is the thing about Kawhi. I don't think he should leave LA either. And my guess is he won't, although people have been talking about Miami, and you could understand why. But in LA, he has a great coach and an excellent team. And I believe, had he not been hurt, they would have won the championship this year. You know what I think is going on with Kawhi right now? Because we always apply this to LeBron. And it happened to Kobe. And since Michael Jordan, like once upon a time, you did not have to win the championship every single year. And then people were saying, what's wrong? You didn't win the championship this year. Like Magic and Bird traded years where they won championships.
But the problem with this now, Max, is you're putting it together to win the championship. So we're expecting you to win it.
Okay, but not. The point is this. LeBron is held to the Jordan standard. Every year he doesn't win the chip. What happened? So is Kawhi, though. Like, Kawhi has been Finals MVP twice.
Together to win the championship, though.
Eventually, it doesn't have to happen in years one or two.
When you go out there and you tell your organization, go get me that, go get me this, that's because you're trying to win right now.
Well,
you're not saying go get me this, that.
Let me ask you
2 years, 3 years.
I have a question. Okay, so let's say Kawhi, in the first 4 years that he's a Clipper, wins a championship. Is that a huge success?
But we're not waiting 4 years.
But it's already
for
been
the Clippers franchise.
We're not waiting.
It's already been 2.
I get it.
And if the next 2 years he wins one,
those first 2 years have been a disappointment to people like your friend Marcellus Wiley, who is a Clipper fan. That's a disappointment because we went out, we gave up draft picks, we spending money, we fired the coach. That's what we wanted to do.
I wouldn't say it's a disappointment yet, because
that's a disappointment.
That's my point.
Such a disappointment.
We all have to take a step back and say, no one's Michael Jordan. As soon as you give him a crew, he wins it every year. There are going to be years where you don't win it. Kawhi wins one with the Clippers.
This is not the Brooklyn Nets and KD. KD signed with a torn Achilles. We knew 1 year was going to be wasted. Last year, whether bubble or not bubble, they got bounced.
If the Clippers win one chip in Kawhi's tenure with the Clippers, is it a success or not?
It's a success.
That's it.
Yeah.
But they didn't sign up for 5 years from now. They signed up for today.
Yeah, that's okay. Not only one team can win it.
All right, agree to disagree. First you don't succeed, try again. Hey, Perk, you got me now.
Yeah, what's going on, Molly?
Okay, good. Get in on this. Where are you on this subject?
Well, first of all, Max is all over the place as usual, right?
I'm in one place, right here.
No, you're all over the place again.
Don't mischaracterize
because you were the one that said, you're the one that said when it matters the most, when it's in the playoffs, you're rolling with Kawhi because Kawhi delivers championships. He went to L.A., why? To deliver championships. He left everything that he had in Toronto. They wanted to give that man everything in Toronto after he won the championship. He forced Paul George to force a trade out of Oklahoma City. He gets whatever he wants, private helicopters to the arena, to the plane, sitting in private suites. He has the red carpet laid out for him. By the way, he had an opportunity to go across the street and join LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers alongside with Anthony Davis. He said, no, I'm going to be your competitor. So with that being said, I'm rolling with Keyshawn on this one. It's to deliver championships now. But guess what, Max? Guess what, Max? It's not going to be a championship no time soon with the Los Angeles Clippers due to Kawhi having season-ending injury surgery for us with his ACL.
Now, look, it's not going to be this year, and it's because of his injury. Otherwise, I'm telling you, it would have been this year. They would have beaten the Suns. They went 6 games without Kawhi. Of course, they would have beaten them with Kawhi, and they would have beaten the Bucks. And Kawhi had Giannis's number when he was in the Eastern Conference. When LeBron went to Cleveland, LeBron's better than Kawhi, okay? But when LeBron went to Cleveland, in 4 years, he delivered 1 championship. 1. It was a huge success. If Kawhi delivers a championship to the Clippers in the first 4 years, it's a huge success.
LeBron going back to Cleveland and getting 1 championship is not Kawhi coming from Toronto to the Clippers.
Actually, you could argue it's a bigger accomplishment for Kawhi to win with the Clippers. They've never been in the Western Conference Finals even.
Whenever LeBron would have won a championship for Cleveland, a team that drafted him, that he took him to a championship as a youngster, and parted ways with them to go to Miami, coming back to save the day.
It's Kawhi's fault he was drafted to another team?
He came back to save the day. LeBron cashed in and did what he was supposed to do, so he left again. Kawhi assembled this team, put it together, wanted them to win now. They're not saying, we're going to sign Kawhi in 2020 to win in 2025.
They're not saying,
not what they're doing.
They're not saying that now. What I'm saying, what I'm offering is a different perspective. Kawhi, from the area, didn't have a choice where he was drafted, maneuvered his way back to his hometown. If he wins a championship in his tenure on the Clippers, it's similar to what LeBron did in Cleveland.
No, it's not. It's not.
No,
it's not similar to what he did.
For a franchise that's never even been to a Western Conference Finals.
First of all, there was bad blood in Cleveland when he left. So that was a whole nother situation.
Yeah. What's up, Perk?
Max, here's the difference with LeBron James, all right? Drafted in Cleveland, left Cleveland. The owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers and Dan Gilbert wrote a harsh letter about LeBron James. He called him a Benedict Arnold. LeBron James left and went to South Beach, delivered 2 championships, still could have stayed there with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade and probably would have won 2 or 3 more, to be honest with you. He decided, he said, you know what? I'm going to put my pride aside. I'm going back to Cleveland, a team that had been in the lottery every single year. Matter of fact, I think they hold on, Max. Yeah. I think they probably had 3 out of the 4 years LeBron James was gone. They probably had 3 first picks overall in the draft. I'm going to go back to Cleveland because I have unfinished business. I owe it to my hometown. I owe it to every fan in Cleveland, and I'm going to deliver a championship there.
He took
the team to the finals.
There is no perfect analogy. And by the way, LeBron magnanimously leaving the Heat when they may have been out on the downside and going to Cleveland, who already had Kyrie, who then had the draft capital to go get him Kevin Love, is not exactly like him saying, I'm going to a place where I can't win. He waited until Cleveland was in a position to win with him.
They were not in a position.
He didn't win year 1. He got hurt. But
they were not in a position to win.
He got hurt year 1, and as a result, they went 6 games with the eventual champions and then lost. It's exactly what's happening with Kawhi in year 2.
Max, It's not what's happening with Kawhi because Kawhi and the Clippers never made it to the finals. And then second of all, even with Kyrie, they never made it to the playoffs. So LeBron James went to a team, again, that was in the lottery every single year that he left.
In the lottery.
Yes, and as a result, they acquired enormous draft capital.
He got rid of half the team when he got there to get better players to help them win.
That's right.
That is true.
He got Kyrie, and he knew. Was not elicit an answer that makes it sound like you're making a good point when you're not.
And then when LeBron left, where did the Cleveland Cavs go from there?
They still in the lottery. Every time LeBron leaves,
no doubt, LeBron can get you there. But are we going to pretend that he wasn't playing with 2 other All-Stars?
But all I'm going to say to end this one here quick, Molly, is that Kawhi is staying in LA.
Okay.
He's going to sign his extension. Why
He is.
follow LeBron James to Miami? I just don't see it. You wouldn't come with him around the corner like Big Perk said to go in the other locker room. What the hell are you going to go to Miami for now?
Especially when you're from California.
And my point is the Jordan standard, which says you always have to win the championship every year, is an unfair standard to apply maybe to everyone except LeBron, because LeBron's on that level, Kobe's on that level. But Kawhi's not quite. If Kawhi wins a single championship,
I'm not hiring you as my general manager.
If Kawhi wins a single championship while he's on the Clippers, it was a resounding success, and I believe
But Max, I think part of it is because he could have stayed in Toronto. He had won a chip there.
they weren't going to win another
Molly,
one. in Toronto.
nobody is paying. Kawhi didn't do all this to wait 10 years to win a damn championship. It's every single year.
No one was beating
And
LeBron
it's the whole
and AD.
King of LA thing. It's to compete
Yeah.
with
Well,
the
that's
Lakers. You know this. It's right now. It's that rivalry at Staples. Come on. All right, that's all she wrote. That was fun, guys. Still to come here, Adam Schefter has the